B. Thomas said, talents are meant to be shared. Our next guest has no issue with that. I know that personally. Allow us to introduce Issa Kamal, make sure I got it right, the multidisciplinary creative specializing in music, dance, and theater. Issa Kamal was born and raised in the magnificent Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. He discovered his artistic skill early in life while exploring his grandparents' antique piano. Issa Kamal has a very electric artist flow that draws from his West Indian upbringing and his love for new age revivals of classical music genres. Welcome to Good Morning SKN. How are you?
Oh, blessed love. I'm doing quite well, thank
It's so
you.
good to see you here.
Well, it's great to be in an edifice like this, honestly. Like, this is so beautiful.
Thank you. So, do you remember what the experience was when you were exploring your grandparents' piano?
No. That story is actually one that I got from my grandmother. So, I mean, I don't think a lot of us remember what we were doing when we were two, you know. But and my family was never one to like take a lot of pictures, and so there's no kind of concrete evidence. But I mean, grandmother's word is as good evidence as anything, right?
Yes,
I think so, right? So,
All right. So I understand that okay, playing your grandmother's piano was the beginning.
Yes.
Was supposed to be. That's a story that you were told.
yeah.
Right. So the beginning of your passion for music.
I went to the Lady Lawrence School of Music. I'm sure she's one of the more popular ones on the island as well. She's very synonymous with some great class acts, you know, very well. And she uses the ABRSM system. And so that was a doozy. It really was. It really was practicing and all of that at the class, because I'll be very honest with you, I didn't do any kind of practice outside of the class. You know, with all
With all of us.
right. I think I was about, so you go through levels. I mean, there's normal teaching little fingers to play and grade 1 and all of that. And then at some point, I can't remember right now, but that is when you are deemed good enough to now go into the ABRSM exams. And they normally send a examiner from England for whatever reason, and they come and they test us and all of those things. I got up to grade 8, which is the highest level just before you enter what is relevant to tertiary education, you know, and while I could have continued on with that, I figured London is a very fair place, you know, and maybe that is definitely in the works later on in life. I'm kind of enjoying life right now. My last, right? I'm trying, girl. The life is too short to be, you know, dreary and things. You know, why live miserable when you can live unmiserable, right? The last performance with the ABRSM, I was about in 3rd form. It was grade 8, so and that was the beginning of like CSEC proper, you know, and it was definitely challenging dealing with all of that. But I think through the blessings of the Most High and, you know, all of the great encouragement that I've been getting along the way, I really have a great support system. Honestly, I want to give thanks for that one time. Like, the support is amazing, and I give just so grateful for life. Come on now. But yeah, and that was basically it. It was tormentous, but it was quite invigorating at the same time. You know.
So the piano is not the only instrument you play. I understand that you also play the organ. How is that different?
So the difference between the piano and the organ is definitely in the construction. It's not really in much technicalities. You have organs traditionally use pipes, of course. We have electric organs now. The piano construct is actually very complicated, and in terms of like how we use it. There are like different classifications of instruments, like, you know, drums are percussion and guitar is strings, but the piano is complex. We don't really know a standard thing to put it in, so we just put it in all kinds of things. It's percussion, it's strings, it's keyboard, it's everything, because what happens is that it's a hammer that strikes on the inside of the string, right? As opposed to the organ, where it uses more aerodynamic functionality to really operate, you know, and so that is basically the difference. I mean, of course, you have to do pretty things with your feet.
Yes,
on the organ
lots
as
of
well, you know,
things with your feet.
Right,
So was it challenging to learn the organ
You know what I say a lot? I think this is why there's a traditional push for children to learn piano. Because once you learn piano, you kind of learn a lot of things. You know, so once you have that basis in piano, it's kind of easy. It's easier to transition to other instruments like the organ because you have that foundation in music theory in a lot more practical sense where you can see it laid out in front of you as opposed to a guitar where you're learning the music theory, but then it's kind of like, you know, what are we doing right now? It's like, or like the flute where it's like, okay, I have to remember to angle my fingers this way and make sure that my lip is this. And then, I also have to look at the book as well, as opposed to the piano where it's like, it's all in front of me, you know? And so it's easy to transition through that.
All right, so let's talk about the singing, because that's another talent of yours.
Yes. Oh, I thank you.
All right. So we'll take a look at your most recent release, which is a cover of Iwan's Life Seeds, right?
Yes.
All right.
Cannibal dready, bloodshedding more and more. Still got to fight, though I'm living pure. See one crime like a scalabor.
Oh, guys, that was me. That was me on the
I actually like that song from Iwan, and I think you did it more than justice.
Oh,
that was
man.
beautiful.
Oh, blessings, blessings. I really give thanks for that opportunity too. It's amazing how that entire production came together. It was nothing that I imagined. You know, there were just a lot of supportive creatives that came together to make that happen. I didn't have to like go out and like, hey, I need a camera guy. Hey, I need a promoter. Hey, it just came. You know, and I really do give thanks for the opportunity to work with varying creatives so willingly. Like we're all just on this vibe together. You know, it's amazing. It is a beautiful time to be alive, yo.
Indeed. We talked about singing a little while ago.
Yes.
Can you give us a sense of, you know, what went into production like that and why you chose to cover?
Definitely. So I actually worked along with some former students of mine, Rashid Stanley from Precision Media and Noel Nichols, a lot of persons know him as Rolex. He did the music production on that. And Bijan, of course, Bijan Bass is all about the promotion and the entertainment. He's actually my manager. I'm under Entree Collective. Y'all go check us out. We're amazing. And it's really transcendental how all of that came together. It wasn't a situation where I had to go out and ask for persons. It's just really living in a progressive vibe with these young people, you understand? And it was just an amazing thing. It all came together so beautifully last January, actually.
And it looks beautiful. So we're going on the Kamal train.
Yes.
We're
Why
gonna call it
not?
that. And another one of your talents is acting.
Yes. That's something I actually dived a lot more into when I transitioned to New York. I did a lot of foundational work here, of course, with children's dance, theater, even school plays and things like that. And actually, my first acting debut was in a musical in primary school when it was Candy Cane Lane, A Recipe for Life. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, literally, it was just, you know, we were just, imagine like a lot of young whippersnappers just like running around the stage singing and dancing and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is cool. You know, I've been involved in a lot of different projects in New York as well. A lot of my pursuits regularly have been background work. And so I did background for Pose.
Yeah.
I did, yes, I did. I did background.
That's a big deal. That's sure a big deal.
No, I mean, I hope this clip is, I don't know, I didn't even put that clip out yet. But I did background for Pose. I also did background for this new Apple television show, Little Voice. There's also Law and Order, SVU, 2 seasons. And yeah, it's really amazing feeling.
I'm geeking out right now, Lord.
Yeah, and I also did a lot of independent projects along with that. You know, I think my greatest acting thing so far is on stage. I did a musical. It's called Moby Dick Rehearsed. So it's not the Moby Dick, but it's like a modern, very comical yet serious spin on the Moby Dick series. I don't know how much of us actually know about it, but it's actually a very enthralling tale of these guys out at sea and how they're trying to survive. And they're all their mission is to catch this huge whale, this mammal, and bring it back home. Eventually, they all die. But
Thanks.
Ishmael is the one that lives to tell the story.
Ah.
So that was really nice. It's a really beautiful world we live in, and to have all of the experiences is quite tremendous.
Right. So you are so accomplished at such a very young age.
I tried.
You try.
I tried to
And
think.
humble too. And humble too. Where do you see Issa Kamal in the next 5 years? Is there a plan that you have set up, or is there just, you're going with the vibe? What is it?
World domination. No, I don't know. I'm trying to take life as, calm as possible right now. I'm accepting every beautiful gift that comes my way. And so in 5 years, I would love to progress and evolve in the way that the Creator and the ancestors really wish to have me progress and evolve. One thing that this panoramic that we're in,
Yes. Yes, this panoramic pandemonium.
right, has taught, I'm sure myself and a lot of us, is that make plans, but don't be too tense with it,
Allow room for flexibility.
Yes. So I would love to be all over the world and, touring and just really spreading light and a good message of positivity so that we can all come to a unification and truly progress and evolve the way that we're supposed to in this life,